Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, so you already know we are buying stocks, adding assets to the portfolio, and checking out the options that are going on in the account. Well, if you look at it, we have a new all-time high in the portfolio, which is awesome to see. We've made some changes to the account in the terms of letting some stocks go, getting assigned some new stocks, and we have lots of cash available. As you can see, $27,000 worth of buying power. So let's take a look at what's going on, what's moving the account, and how we are at a new all-time high and where we are looking to get at by the end of the year. We've talked about it. We've been putting in the work all year long, and it's nice to see new all-time highs. So let's take a look at it. Up 2.5% today, or 2,600. For the week, up 4,400 or 4.31%. For the month, up 13,000. Year to date, up 9,000. 1 year up 14, almost 15,000, and all time since we moved the account over in last March, up 29,000 or 37%. So not too shabby for a year and a half worth of growth in the account, and we still are just getting started. Crypto has a lot longer to run, and we have a lot of positions that are poised to absolutely take off over the next couple of months. So let's take a look at it. But first, we got to roll back to Friday and see what happened with all the options we had on the table from last week. Well, I got the Roth selected here in the history, so let's just take a look at just that. If we take a look, let's see, today's what, the 14th? So if we take a look back to the 13th, we had all these lending payments, boom. So what I saw is we've been selling cash secure puts for the last 2 weeks, and I saw that we were going to get assigned Tesla, so I said, all right, it's time to start building the odd lot. I bought 2 shares at the market price for $216.12. It cost me $432, and I started building the odd lot on Tesla. Soxo short call roll, ended up rolling this one out from a $43 call, 43.5 call to a 43.5 call. We got paid $23 worth of credit for that, or $21 worth of credit for that. So that was nice. Nice rollout. Amazon short call roll as well. We rolled it from the 187.5 up to the 190. Amazon is currently trading right at the 188 range. So as long as we stay below the 190 by Friday, we are looking good to go there. But a nice credit for nice appreciation there. $250 appreciation play on top of that credit as well. Soxo, we sold puts last week. 3 of them. This expired worthless, so we collected and kept all of our premium on that. TNA, same thing. We sold 1 put last week. Price was 44. Our TNA put was 39. So because our strike was below the price at expiration, expired worthless. Same thing on Hood. We sold 3 puts last week for 21.5. Price at expiration was 26.27. So our strike price was below that at expiration, so that expired worthless. We got all our cash back. Then Tesla. Well, this stock got absolutely wrecked after a pretty sweet event, honestly. Down $32 in the last week, or 12.81%. You guys know it. We talked about it here on the channel. I don't want to say I called it, but I've just played Tesla so many times that it just did exactly what I thought it was going to do and what it always does, right? It runs up into the event. The event doesn't end up making investors as happy as we all would have anticipated, and the stock sells off. So we saw the stock go up as high as 261. I sold 200 shares at 250, and I went back to cash, and I started selling cash secure puts. I sold 2 cash secure puts, and ended up getting assigned at the 225, which was a great cost basis, because what I did is I got rid of them at 250, and then I got one back at 225. So I saved myself $5,000 or more in pullback in the account, and I bought my shares for $2,500 cheaper, and I still have less shares in the account, so we could get some more back. I think the stock's going to be good, and I'm not too worried about it, so I'll keep buying more. So we got assigned $22,500 NVD call assignment. This one absolutely rocketed. We ended up selling it at the 65. We got paid 100 and something in premium for the week, so that was a nice play. We got back to cash on that. This stock has been absolutely running. If you look at NVDL over the last month, it's up 37%. So I just took some profit and got back to cash there. So $6,500 back to the account there. Clean Spark, same thing. Sold some covered calls at the 11.5. Clean Spark expired at 9.59. and those expired worthless. So CleanSpark is sitting at up 7% today at 10:32. So having a nice day, and we sold some calls as well, but we'll go over that in a minute. So this morning, what did I say? Well, just like we just talked about, CleanSpark opened up nice and green and said, all right, I'm taking some lower risk plays and I'm getting paid. So $64 credit on the CleanSpark call this morning. Also on Mara, I said, Mara's up big time. Gonna sell a nice covered call on Mara. Got paid $17 to do so at the 18.5. If they get called away, I am in profit. But I don't think they will get called away, but it could happen. You never know. Mara was up to almost 18 this morning. So collected some nice rent there, almost $100, and we just continue to stack it. And then I said the same thing on Tesla, right? Well, you guys saw I got assigned at the 225. I sold the 230 call. I got paid $155 to do that. And it's not too bad. So if I do get called away, I got assigned at 225. I sold the call at 230. So that's a $500 worth of appreciation plus the $155 worth of credit. So it'd be a $655 1 week play if I do get called away on Tesla. I hope I don't get called away, but if I do, that's the kind of play I'm looking at. That's willing and dealing. And then of course the QQQ dividend coming in at the 762. So the account's at an all-time high, 108,000. We are pushing, but I want to be conservative. The market has absolutely been ripping. Could it continue to rip? 100%. Do I have stocks poised to run? If it does, yes. Are the miners starting to pick up some heat like we have are playing into 2025? Yes, but we still have a long ways to go, right? So let's talk about it. $5,000 worth of contributions. We got the Tesla call out there. We got the Mara call out there. We have the CleanSpark calls out there. They're down right now, but I think this is going to be fine. If CleanSpark goes to 12, that means the stock went absolutely nuts. It opened up this morning at 10. That would be a $2 appreciation on 800 shares. I mean, we're talking a $1,600 appreciation in 1 week just on CleanSpark. So if it gets there, great, we'll manage it. Amazon, we're up on the call. If we get to 190, we get there. Soxel, we're just slowly eking this one up each and every single week. Soxel has been on an absolute ripper. If you guys have been following it, NVIDIA's been going crazy. Up 10% for the last week. For the month, up 26%. And we just keep ripping it. We have 122 shares, about $5,000. And we've been trying to get assigned shares. And so we've been selling puts on red days and calls on green days. So we rolled that up and out. And hopefully we are not in the money. If we are, we'll manage it. Mara puts, wow, up $141. Those are looking absolutely stellar. I'm letting these rip because I'm happy to get assigned these $15 puts. We sold these for $171 on the 7th. It is now the 14th, so it's been 7 days. We're up 82% on the option. I could close this out and secure the profit, but I'm not too worried about it because, again, I want the stock and I want it at 15. So if they're willing to pay me $171 to buy it at 15, I'm here for it. So that's the Mara play. Connell, 43. These are basically worthless. I can roll this and maybe actually, you know what? It's a 15% day. Let's do it. But first, let's take a look at Connell. What are we at? 37, so $38 cost basis. So let's get some rolling in. So we're up $98 on this. We're going to go here. We're going to roll this position. We're going to roll it out to next month because this is a monthly option. Again, our cost basis is right around this 38. So if I did the 38, we're looking at $528. If I come here and I want a little bit of share appreciation in play, let's come here and let's do the 40. I'm just looking at these, up 91% today. This is absolutely absurd. Let's do the 41s. $458 worth of credit. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's see if we can get that. Let's continue. Let me edit this, actually. I'm going to see if I can get a fill at 2, just because I'm feeling greedy. If it doesn't fill, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, that filled instantly. All right, so the bid and the ask is huge, 170 to 245, right? You never know, so I try to just get it there in the middle. We just collected $403. Boom, just like that. And it's a win-win situation. And what I mean by a win-win situation is Connell is sitting at $27.26. My cost basis is $37.98, and that's not including the thousands of dollars of premium we received from Connell, right? So if CONL goes up to the strike price that I just sold, right? If we go up to the strike price, I'm going to collect a massive amount of premium. We rolled it from the 41 to the 43, right? So if we go up to 43, obviously with my cost basis being at 38, I'm collecting several $100s on the share appreciation. So that's a big win. So we just rolled that one out up to the 41. Now I do still have two more that are left at the 33. I don't think these are going to get in the money. If they do, we will manage those. But I'm just letting this one sit. We got paid a little bit of premium on this one a couple of days ago. Yeah, just back on the 7th, we got paid 25. The stock's absolutely gone berserk. So we're going to let that one sit. And then the Connell puts were up $108 on those. Those are looking really nice. I think this is going to expire. I hope I get assigned it. I don't think I will. Now that we're up to the 27. Again, this stock is going absolutely berserk. Up 16% for the week, up 32% for the month, down 43% for 3 months. So that's where you can see how I got under the cost basis. But I like where we're at, and I like the money that we're collecting. So a couple $100 we just collected, clicking a few buttons. And the risk is very limited. So we got, sorry, excuse me. We have 20,000 in Amazon, 22,000 in Tesla. We are down to 10 shares in NVDL. QQQ, of course, we just continue to stack that each and every single week. Speaking of which, I don't care what the price is. I'm buying another $100 worth of QQQ like I do each and every single week. And we just keep building this regardless of what the price is. We just keep buying it. We're up 10% on that position. Trying to build that up to 100 shares. We're at 13.5. So that's looking really good. Clean Spark, like I said, this is going to be a play into 2025. I think it's going to go wild. Hopefully we can get back to cash at that point. But right now we have a load of cash on deck. And what do we want to play? Well, we already have a lot of play in the crypto world. So I'm probably not going to play anything there. Everything is in the green today. So I may just end up sitting it. One thing I have been looking at is SMCI. This is when I trade my big account. We could trade some options on this. If we look at the 18 and we sell the put here, we could go for something safe-ish or like right down here. Yeah, we could do something like this. Get 35 bucks on the 43.5 put. But for now, I think I'm just going to wait. When the market is really frothy like it is as of right now, everything's in the green. These are the days where you just sit on your cash and you just wait. But there is one thing I do want to do, and that is buy a little bit more Tesla. So I'm going to sit on my cash. I'll just take a look at Twitter or the Discord, whatever one you're in, and I'll post the moves I make this week as I see some red. Today, I'm not seeing anything that I'm really interested in. So I'm coming in here and I'm buying a little bit more. What am I buying? Well, I'm buying 2 shares of Tesla, as always, because I like the dollar cost average down. And let's get that buy-in. And I want to get this odd lot built up a little bit in case we want to keep this. So where are we at? Well, we're down 2% on the position, but I've collected hundreds of dollars of premium. You guys have seen that. And our average cost is $224.72. I just want to show you this wheel journey real quick, and then we'll jump into the spreadsheet. Take a look at this. If we come here into the Roth, check how fast this journey went. Sold some calls. Look at all these. 216, 164, 186, 64, 208, 470. Boom. Shares called away for 50 grand on the 27th. Sold the put, boom, assigned shares 2 weeks later at 22,500, and now we're back into the call game. So we buy more shares, we sell calls each and every single week, we collect rent on our shares, we will in, we will out, we get paid to do it. So let's jump into the spreadsheet. Oh, one thing I do want to look at this Bitcoin chart. It's lovely. We talked about it last video. It was poised to run. Now we're running. If we can get over the 68 mark, we're going to get going. Let's jump into the spreadsheet. This was last week. Soxel, Clean Spark, NVDL, Tesla, Hood, TNA, Soxel. Most of them expired. Rolled, expired, assigned. NVDL, we let the shares go. Tesla, we got to assign the shares. Hood expired, TNA expired, Soxel expired. So what do we do? Well, you just looked at all the plays on the table, but we just keep collecting. 0.8% for the week, 3.8% for the week, 0.5%, 1.1%. You see the thing. On NVDL, we took $143 with the share appreciation on the will. What I did with that, 65 is what I let them go at. My cost basis was 63.57 times 100 shares, 143. So let's take a look at the numbers. October, we're up to $1,265. The goal is $1,000 every month in this account. We already smashed through it, and we're not stopping here. We're only 2 weeks in, so it could be a $2,000 month, maybe even more. Will appreciation, you just saw, 143. 1.39% for the account this month just on options trading. If we look at October for the week, first week of October, 378. Second week of October, 598. This week, $288, but you just saw me collect over 400 on the CONL calls. So I'm telling you, it's going to be a $2,000 to $2,500 play. If you want to see where the money's coming at, let's see. Jump up here, Clean Spark, $3,400 worth of premium. Mara, $2,800 worth of premium for the year. Tesla, $1,800. Connell, $1,300, but you just saw another $400, so that's going to be more around the $1,800, $1,900 mark. And NVDL, $1,000. Soxel, $542. Rivian, $369. TNA, Hood, and Riot bringing down the bottom. And then Amazon, we've got caught in the money a couple of times, so we are in the negative for Amazon in terms of options. But still, $11,000 worth of income trading in a Roth. I pay no taxes on it, and we just build the balance. So that's the update for the week. Hopefully everybody is enjoying seeing the option side of the play. I know a lot of you are here for the dividends, but it's good to get a little diversity. Look at the dividends plays, look at the options plays, look at the appreciation plays, and we just make money and we build our accounts each and every single week, and we hit new all-time highs today, up 37% since we moved this account over about 15, 16, 17 months ago. Well, when did we do it? Well, we did it in March of last year. So I'm loving it. Let's keep this account going. Thank you, everybody, as always, for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like. Appreciate the support each and every single week. And let's go to the moon. Happy investing, and we'll catch you next week.